You will reach your 90s and will come to celebrate.
Amen.
Yes, celebrate.
And when you graduate from college,
You will have your time.
Yeah, we
You will have the
celebrate.
time. When I finish.
So yes, but we thank God for Sis Paula, and we are so grateful that we're going to know you, to get to meet you, to get to know you, to come to celebrate you.
thank you.
Happy, happy, happy birthday.
Watch out. What are you doing?
What is that? It's for the cake.
Of course. I understand my thing.
Hey, are you going to
Happy
say
birthday, sis.
Yes, of course.
Paula.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. We love
I love
you.
you, dear.
Mwah. We love you.
My turn.
Your turn. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
When I met you
Okay.
many years ago, it was like magic
Oh.
in your eyes. She loved us from the beginning.
Before I ever
Oh,
knew you.
even before
Yes,
she
yes.
ever knew me.
On the phone.
She felt so much compassion because I was not well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Paula, how I love you.
I wish I could sing.
How I knew how to please you. But today I'm here honoring you on your birthday.
Celebrating you.
May God continue to bless you and give you strength and energy and long life
Yes.
to take care of everybody that comes your way.
Soft feet.
Even the people at the group home, the old folks home. There are so many
The
people
nursing home.
that love this woman. She has a golden heart.
The
For
people of
everyone.
Liberia.
Even the useless people in Liberia.
Oh, no, stop. No, don't do that.
Oh, yes, I've done it.
They are good.
I've already done it and said it, but she goes to Liberia. She carries supplies. She carries relief to churches and villages. Her husband and her did it for many
They
years.
build churches.
Peace be to his soul, but she carried on the work until now. I'm saying all of this to show my gratitude because you have loved our people. Even though we are full of it, you still put up with us. But that's my birthday song to you.
Oh,
I love you so much. I know we don't come around. I don't come around all the time because of my schedule. But God is going to make it possible that we'll spend more time with us. I mean, with you. She fusses with me because I don't stay too long and I don't show up all the time. So on this birthday, I'm giving you a promise, my word. We will do better.
yeah.
We'll do better.
Listen, when you're bound together with people like we are, in the spirit and in our hearts, we can be apart for
And we
years.
still like
yeah,
connected.
just like we
Yes,
never birth.
exactly.
That's
In
exactly
spirit,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
So I want to watch you get up.
So I'm not that young. I'm older. Old people get up fast.
Yeah.
So this year makes it 4 years now.
Uh-huh.
4 years since we
Physically met.
since we've been in a relationship, and we know that God is going to take us many more years to come. This birthday means a lot to all of us.
Yeah.
God says in His Word, He will let us live to be 60, which is 60, and then 10, 70. And He said by reasons of His grace and mercies, He will let us go even more. She has gone more. She's 70. Come closer and put the thing on the, or zoom it on the birthday. Yeah. She's going to be 78, and we'll be here next year celebrating 79.
9, 80.
By God's
And
grace.
watch out, and 80.
And
It's
80,
going to be a
yes.
biggie.
Oh yeah.
That'll be a biggie.
That'll be a
Yeah.
biggie, yes. The 80th birthday will be significant.
And 90th will be even bigger.
Yeah, we pray.
Yes.
But happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday. We
I
love
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you. I love you guys too. I love you guys too.
Yes. All right, so little one, I know you just met her, but it's your little time to.
Yeah.
Yes. You already, yeah, you're smart. No, she don't want to say. And she has heard what she's done in Liberia and stuff.
I know I just knew you for a short while, but what I've heard, I know that you're an amazing woman, and you cook good. The food was amazing, and I pray that God continue to strengthen you and continue the work that you're doing and give you more blessing and more years to come. Happy birthday.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's so
Just
sweet.
meeting- I'm glad you brought her, and she's going to be here at school. And
Yes.
whenever she comes to visit you, you let me know so I can come and see her. So
Yes, you
keep
see?
up with what's going on.
Yes, we will.
That's the thing.
Mhm.
Maybe one time we will get together around Christmas sometime.
Yeah.
I'm going to be home this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to be home this year at Christmas
Okay, Christmas.
and stuff, so I can, I'm not putting up with the travel mess that I put up with last year.
So this, okay.
The air conditioning's blowing, so I
Yeah.
don't know if it'll stay lit, because that's the problem. See, it goes out
Yeah, it
because the
goes-
AC's
Yeah,
blowing.
it's,
Let's move
it's
it.
automatic. It will soon go off.
It's, yeah, see, with the
What's about matches?
matches won't do it, it's coming, it's
Let
blowing
me-
it
let
out.
me
as soon
light
as
it, let me
we
light
lit.
it.
Yeah, light it
Like-
before you put it
Out of
on.
the
Hopefully it's still.
Breeze. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, move that glass.
I know. After wet water, like water again.
Well, it's been truly a pleasure getting to know you guys, and you know that if I didn't love you, I would not be, yeah, it's going out with the AC, let's go over there. I'll stand over there and hold it or something. But you guys have been wonderful to me, including me in your life. And I just feel that it's just so, it's so great to have friends like this, that I met you through Annie. And she called me one time and said, "Sis, I need you to pray. My cousin's husband is sick, he's in the hospital, he's a diabetic," and this was when you were back east. And I said, "What's his name?" And she said, "Victor." And so when you guys called that day on the way to the airport, and we talked for what, close to an hour, because you went up to Austin, didn't you, to fly out of Austin?
So
Yeah.
we'll pause on that and we'll let her make a wish because it things will
Oh,
go
before
burn
she
off.
gets-
Yes.
Okay, let's make
So,
a wish.
make
I'll
the wish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One, are we gonna sing?
Yes, we'll say happy
Okay.
birthday.
One.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm searching. Happy birthday to you, Mama. Happy birthday to you. We wish you long life. We wish you long life. We wish you long life, Mama. Happy birthday to you.
You guys are good. You guys are good. Okay, now I gotta
She's
blow
gonna
it
blow
out.
the candle now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let me get near it. Let's
Mhm.
see. Turn it this way.
Remove
Yeah.
this. One blow.
1, 2, 3.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
You're gonna mess the wish out. You're gonna mess the
I'm afraid I'll
wish.
blow my teeth out.
Okay, go close. Go close.
You good? Okay.
There we go.
I was
Yay!
trying to do it like
Happy birthday, happy
this.
birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
So
God bless
continue
you, God
your
bless you,
speech.
God bless you.
Well, I just, I have been blessed by you guys many times over. Every time we get together, it's a blessing. And, but I think the one that stands out the most is the day at Walmart.
Yeah.
When you came up to me, it was when everybody was wearing masks and stuff. And Victor comes up and he goes to grab my purse. He's grabbing at my purse and I just yanked it away from him and turned around. And he said, "You never even missed a beat." And I said, I didn't know it was him. I didn't know, but I figured I figured it had to be somebody I knew. And there aren't a whole lot of African people here that I know. So it was that to me, and then we put Annie on the phone call, and all these people thought we were crazy standing there in Walmart.
In
Going,
Walmart.
"Hi Annie, what's going on?" We all had our masks off, and we were just they're coming by and they're looking, and here's these weird people standing in the middle of Walmart
I know.
screaming at the phone, But it has been wonderful getting to know you guys, and I have enjoyed every single time we have been together. And whether I've gone down to your house when you weren't feeling well, or whether you've come here and helped me and stayed all night, and then you and Annie came, and you've never been here except for today, but you finally made it.
Never been here? Can you imagine that?
Stayed.
Exactly.
But you finally made it, so you are now in the group
She had
that
to
can
add
call.
that one.
Now you are in the group that can call me sis. Before that,
No, you
were
mama,
not
you're not
allowed to call me
because
sis.
I can't call you sis. You're my mom.
So you made it.
Well, but I'm not that much older than you are.
I'm just 52 years old.
It's beside the point.
62, 72.
I know. My
You-
son is 54,
So you-
54, and my daughter's 56.
Exactly. So I'm your grandson.
No, my grandkids aren't that old.
I know.
No, I told you when you first came in, I said, I'm old enough to be your parent.
Yeah, so you are
And
a
so that's
spiritual
the thing.
mom.
Yeah, so that's what, and the people over there called me Mama. They called me,
Over there, she means Liberia.
Liberia.
and then this last trip, they called me Oma.
Oma.
Yeah, Oma.
I should have called
What they call you
Oma.
that?
Because a lot of the guys at their work there were older guys, so they couldn't call me Mama. They were calling me Grandma. So they said Oma.
Oma.
Well, what does Oma mean?
Oma is like old mom. Yeah,
Older mom.
that's how you call. No, yeah, you say Oma, but
Yeah.
they don't pronounce it well. But it's old mom. Yeah.
Because see, they were, and then the kids would say, "Do I call you Mother Paula or Grandma Paula?" And I said, "You call me anything you want." And the ones named after me and the ones named after Ken, they called me Grandma. And Morris's kids call me Grandma. But Wellington, I've had him since he was 2. I've watched him grow up. He was always with me when I was over there. He just, in the last year, started calling me Paula. Before that, he always called me, I don't know what he called me, but he always
How
called
old
me.
is he?
He's 16 now.
Oh, 16.
16.
Okay.
I said, well, my gosh, my boys are all 16. I had 3 boys that had turned, or 3 kids that had turned teenagers within a couple months of each other. They're all 16 and 17 now.
Wow.
And I thought, they aren't going to want to spend any time with the old lady anymore, And every single one of them asked if they couldn't come and stay with me. And they did. They came and stayed. And we played games and we popped popcorn. And I made cupcakes for them and stuff like that. But it was so hard when they left. So hard. Because I knew I wouldn't see him again.
Oh.
And then the baby that was just a year old, he was a year old on January the 16th, and I got there like the 28th, and so he was, 14 months old by the time I left. They named him after Ken.
Mm-hmm.
So that was baby Kenneth.
Oh.
And I know I'll
That's
never
so
get to see
sweet.
him grow up,
Yeah.
And then Bishop Zos got a little girl, they call her PC. Her name is Paula Caroline,
Okay.
after me and my friend Carol that was with me over there. and so they call her PC.
Oh.
So I said to her, so PC, she's 3. PC, what's the P in your name stand for? She puts her hand on her hip and goes, Paula.
Paula.
And I said, oh, your name's Paula too? And she goes, and ran across the room and just jumped on me. She just, I was sitting in the chair
Oh,
and she
no,
just,
they will miss
and
you.
see those, well, I miss them. And her older brother, Faith, when Ken used to go over there, Faith used to, and Ken used to dance. They drew a line in the ground outside when we'd have outside services. They draw a line in the ground, the kids were supposed to stay on that side of the line. So Faith would stay on his side and Ken would be on this side, and they dance back and forth. Change feet and dance back and forth, you know. And they always did that. Well, Faith was real small. He didn't grow much. Well, he's now 6'2".
Oh, wow.
In a year, he came up to me. He was about like this the year before last. And he came, I didn't go, I went in November of 20, I went in November of 21. I didn't go in 22, then I went the first of this year. So it had been a year and a half since I'd seen him. And I get this tap on the shoulder. I'm sitting down and I turn around and I'm looking at about here. You know, I'm looking right about here at him. He's standing behind me.
So
And I turned around and I said, no way. He just didn't grow. He wasn't growing. And his younger brother, Mike, who's named after Ken and Mike. They didn't know what to name him, whether to name him Mike or Ken, so they named him Mike. M-I-K.
What? Ken.
Mike Ken.
My Ken, yes.
So
Oh,
it's
Mike Ken.
M-I-K-E-N.
Okay.
K-E-N, yeah. So he's real little. He isn't growing like, he's just like Faith was. When we first met Faith, he was, you know, we didn't meet him until about 8 years ago, so he was only, you know, he's 17 now. So he was only 9. He was little. I mean, he was little, and he never grew much, but in that year and a half that I didn't see him, he went boing, and he's over 6 foot now. He's 6'2". He's taller than his dad, and so. But it's the little ones that I won't get to see grow up that bother me. Now Ruth Morris's little girl that's 8, she was. I got pictures of Ken holding her when she was an infant, and the same with Micah when he was an infant, and. Ken always brought him Baby Ruth candy bars because Ruth said Baby Ruth, you know, and so he always brought a bag of Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Yeah, and so she's 8 now. So, but you know, we've known her since she was just an infant in arms. And when I first met Wellington, he was 2 in July, and we went in December, so he was 2.5. He would sit on my lap. And he would sit on my lap and he would follow my veins. And then he'd pull my skin up like this. And then he'd feel my hair. And he'd sit on my lap during the church services and stuff like that. And then he got to the point where he was a little big for the lap, but he still was there. And his sister came up. His sister's name is, what is her name? It's not Star. What is her name? Oh, grief, I can't remember her name. Anyway, his sister is like 5 years younger than he is. So she was only like 4 and he was maybe 9. And I said, move over so she can get up on my lap too.
You're looking at me.
He just looks around as if he had no idea what I was saying. I said, Wellington, move over so she can get on my lap too. He's just looking around like, I don't know what anybody's saying, you know. And so he's looking around and everything, and so I said, Wellington, move over so she can get on my lap. And he put one leg on one side of mine, one leg on the other. He wasn't letting anybody on that lap.
Again.
Nobody else was getting up on that lap. And then the same thing happened to him. That year and a half that I wasn't there, I came back and here he is. he's not as tall as Faith is. He's probably about 5'10" or so. But I mean, he went from being a little kid to being a young man, you know. And his grandma said, "You're going to have an awful hard time sitting on Paul's lap this time." So we took a picture at the apartment of him sitting on my lap. He wasn't really sitting. He really wasn't sitting. He was just like this. But it was hilarious, and we had to do it because I had all these pictures of him, you know. And he always went to the airport with us, and so he'd sit on my lap in the back of the car, you know, when we'd go to the airport and stuff. But yeah, he is very. I wish I could get him over here for his last couple of years in school, but can't do it. I haven't got the money, and they haven't got the money to get tickets and stuff like that, you know. And I checked into. I was going to have years ago. I was going to have David and Wilma's daughter come over. And we checked into it, and to go to a public school here, if you're not on a exchange student program or something, to go to the public school here, it costs $25,000 a year.
What?
You have to pay because they're not local residents.
What?
They're coming in from outside, and they're not on an exchange program.
I didn't know that.
And so it was like $25,000, and this was
Oh,
10
yeah.
years ago.
What?
And so then I checked at the private school, the Christian school over here. I said, "How much is it?" $45. And I'm going,
Yeah, that's a lot.
A grade school?
yeah, grade school,
That's
junior
a
high.
lot.
Yeah, but they'd be in high school, see, now, and I would love to get him over here, though, because if he could get here for his last couple of years of high school, he could go into college, you know, and he'd be as local. But I can't do it. I haven't got the money. I haven't got the money to get him over here. You know, you got to get a visa. You got to have all of that stuff that they have to do, and. But I would love to have him over here because I think it would be really good for him, you know. But he's such a different kid. He's very respectful. He helps you. He lived with his grandma and grandpa for a while, and Wilma showed it. I mean, he's always opening the door for everybody, pulling chairs out, making sure you're getting around, you know, really nice kid. And when I'd go to the church there, he'd take me over to where the Sunday school was. It was at somebody's house over behind the church. And he walked right next to me, holding on to me when I was going over, because, you know, he had to go over hill and dale to get there. But it wasn't just with me, he was like that.
I wish it was easy to come here and you would have. His mom was Wilma's niece, so Wilma really wasn't his grandma, but he always called her grandma, David grandpa. And so when they were staying there and stuff, that was, you know what? We forgot, you didn't cut
the
cake. I just done it.
Right.
okay.
The knife here.
Yeah, it's here.
No, I'm getting some smaller plates.
Oh, okay.
Do you want ice cream?
No.
No, just a cake. We just.
You sure? I got ice cream. I got vanilla ice cream. I got chocolate ice cream, and I've got
Well, maybe she likes
butter
it.
pecan ice cream. No?
In the garage?
I ate some
No, just a little piece of cake.
Just a little piece of cake. Oh,
What's the camera?
It's on.
Oh? Sorry.
yeah. We don't need to leave it on. But anyway, I do miss them over there. I do miss them terribly.
Need fork.
I can't help it. They're part of my life.
I'll bring her.
They're like family. You know, they're like family. Here, if there aren't forks there, I got forks in here.
Okay.
Here,
What's about disposable fork? You don't have disposable?
I got a dishwasher,
Okay. All right.
so don't worry about it.
All right. Cut your cake. Miss Cake. Miss Kate's is cutting her cake.
Yeah.
Kate's is the cake cutter. Anyway, okay, who wants the one with all the frosting? Not me,
Not me either. But we'll take it. Just give us a piece.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
take
take
it.
it off.
okay? See, this, they're the same size, it's just,
Ma'am.
there, you can scrape it off.
No,
It
no,
looks
no,
like it's a
no, just
whipped
come in
cream
and
frosting.
Mhm.
Okay,
If you don't want the ours thing, you can take it out.
Oh, the children, they like all type of things. They're not older than us. They don't watch calories and they love calories.
She got it 78. That's one for you.
yep, I can't get it off there. No, I don't want the whole thing, it's cut in half.
Uh-oh.
See,
Okay.
I thought it was, yeah, it is. No, I want it cut in half, I want,
Yeah.
that's good.
There you go.
It's so light. There we go.
Thank you.
You've done well.
Happy?
Let me, I'll cut mine. Let me bring you a napkin and work your hand. Your fingers. Yeah. Oh, this country. All this stuff they make it just to get you sick.
See, you will learn, as you know me,
Mm-hmm.
I am a chocolate person.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
I've
Me too.
got-
I love chocolate.
I've got a T-shirt that says "Hand over the chocolate."
The
Nobody gets hurt.
chocolate.
Hand over the chocolate.
chocolate.
Nobody gets hurt.
I
Oh,
love,
nobody gets hurt?
I love chocolate